in. Rick. You may be a legend on the court, but you're an amateur up here.
Heads up, Lair.
So get all state, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Now you're the bird stuck in the attic. I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
I've been practicing.
What, the cello? I'm gonna lower the hoop.
Foul.
What are you gonna tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
I'm
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Wait till your father gets home.
Check the back seat. Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good, because every year dozens of children are forgotten in the back seat. Cars get hot fast and can be deadly, so get it in your head. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Your family is your legacy. Planning for a natural disaster will make sure you're all safe. Visit ready.gov/plan today for the tools and tips you need to protect that legacy. That's ready.gov/plan. A message brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Veterans, whatever you're going through, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Your CRN, my CRN, our CRN. We are CRN. The Community Radio Network now and the new WCRN 87.9 FM. And still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.
Audio Jungle.
Well, we're about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half of this contest. 24 minutes left in the regular season. Now we know both teams are going to the playoffs. We know that Clayton and Cleveland will host a home playoff game in the first round on November 15th, but Robbie, there's so much more on the line as we move into these final 24 minutes of the regular season.
Absolutely.
23-14 Cleveland.
Absolutely. So much more on the line. And it's not just, it's about the playoffs and continuing your season. Number one, you get the extra practices with your squad, your underclassmen for the next year, all that. But this, like Braxton said earlier, this is 365 days of, hey, I get to carry this. I think we should have a county trophy for this ball game, for these things. Have some type of something that, an old hat or a boot or whatever it is, Joko, big old cotton ball, whatever, I don't care.
Fuquay and Will, I told them this last week, Fuquay and Willow have started playing for a bell like it's Carolina and Duke. They have started playing for the bell. So I think that's something that should definitely be brought into all high school sports.
Yeah, Mark and I just talked about another symbol or another item we could probably make it out of, but I'm not sure it would go too well. But anyway, we get ready for this half. We're looking forward to it. 24 minutes left in the regular season. Let's see who wins the last 24.
And I want to bring somebody else in here, guys, that haven't really had a chance to even say anything so far
Knuckleball.
As the third quarter begins, and that's Carlos Martin. Carlos, your take of this game so far is right now it's 23-14.
Unfortunately, it's not as we planned, but you know what? That last play was right on time with that kick return by number 5.
Yeah, McCoy did a phenomenal job running the football. I think we're going to try to get Carlos back in place. And Carlos, what's your take of the first half of this game? What do we need to see Clayton do differently for the second half, my friend?
There's definitely a hole. That's in the secondary. We have to fix the secondary. Until we fix that, it's just going to be a shootout.
So you think we got to fix the secondary?
Yeah, the return for the Rams came out to about the 39-yard line.
Yep.
First and 10 set up.
Got to fix the secondary.
They just run into a hole. They're 10 yards, turn around, jump.
We're playing zone coverage, so until we change that look, we're playing zone coverage. They're going to a zone and sitting down. And when they sit down, you throw a timing pass, the ball's in the air for the receiver, makes his cut.
Or even just finding a way to disguise it, give him different looks, maybe something else to look at that he hasn't seen before tonight. That maybe disguise coverage is something they got to look into.
QB draw.
Maybe.
Yeah, pick up a yard. Short gain. Yep, short gain on that one.
And by the way, somebody chimed in on our social media, and they said, and I quote, Clayton defensively needs to make a stop here in this series to start the third quarter, Mark Coates.
Well, that's true.
Don't want to be climbing uphill till you got a 16-point deficit you got to figure out or whatever.
Now, Robbie, something I'll ask you is, I wouldn't go as far as saying run commit, but kind of be heavily dependent on stopping the run here?
I don't think you change your offense right now in the third quarter. I think you keep doing what you've been doing. I mean, you don't want to do that to take any possessions away from yourself, but because your guys are so used to it. Don't change what you've been doing.
He's going to go deep.
Throwing the football.
It's caught.
It is caught.
He dropped ball.
No, it's incomplete. Incomplete. They said it's incomplete. Wow.
Is that 13?
Is that AK?
Yeah, it's
Carlos,
AK.
that was right in front of you, man. That's an incomplete pass.
He had it, and AK fought through it and stripped it.
Key to that play right there for Jackson Bird was the fact he had a ton of time.
Wow.
He sat back there, and waited for his guys to clear because that ball was thrown 55 yards down to the 5-yard line.
But we're only rushing 3.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We've got to change up some looks. He's got to have pressure on him because then he can't sit back there and sling it like that.
We're going to have to start looping Keyshawn or doing something.
Yep.
Rolling.
Gonna throw it. No. They can't stop him. Keyshawn Stansel. He's a catch.
No, that ball's incomplete too.
Incomplete.
But there you go. Good.
It is incomplete.
Nice defensive play. Bird stopped his feet, threw it back over the middle. Receiver had it for just a second till he got hit by a couple Comets and the ball kind of trickled out.
Kim, down to you. That's exactly what the Comets defense need to do here.
Yes, it is. Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Now, do not be suckered into a quick hard snap or a fake punt right now, guys. Do not be suckered into that.
Because you're kind of in that
Cellulose to up back. Well, they won't say it.
They don't have to be. There's only one guy in motion. So.
Yeah, but they just threw a flag, I think, because of that.
Did he?
Wow. There's another
Two flags. Are they going to call? Looks like they make. I do see a flag on the 49-yard line far side, Mark.
I swear I think they're going to say he won't. I know a guy can go in motion, but
did
he may have turned.
Did he turn towards the line of scrimmage? Yeah, turn towards the line of scrimmage.
Yep. That's heartbreak.
So let's see what the
It'd be
calls are.
This just gave him a first down, by the way.
No. It's going to be our ball.
Yeah, it's going to be Comets' ball, but this is going to push him back, though.
No.
It's going to be offsetting.
Okay, good.
Let's see what the flags are because normally those flags are going to be holding or something on the kicking team. So they could give us an extra 10 after the end of the run.
Right.
Let's see what they come up with. They're discussing it.
That's right, because I mean it could be a holding, and it could be on the kicking team, it could be on the receiving team,
blocking the back, whatever.
Right, and so that could be the difference between offsetting and a free yardage for Clayton
it'll be
here.
post possession, so it shouldn't be offsetting. It'll be after the kick. So that'll be the part of it. Let's see what we come up with.
So he gonna walk over to the sideline and
give him a handshake and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, but this is what happened." He just told him who the foul was on, so I'm going to assume it's going to be on Cleveland. It's going to be from the end of the run. We'll get another 10
They're bringing
yards.
the ball back this way.
Yep. It's called against Cleveland.
That's perfect.
So it'll be
against Clayton.
Holding. They are going to offset.
They're going to offset.
They are going to offset.
Penalties offset.
That's what I thought.
Yep. So they did not call our guy in motion. They did not call it as a post-possession foul.
So they're going to punt again.
Because it happened while the ball was still in the air.
Gotcha.
The ball was in the air, so they do go offset.
Kim, how's the vibes on the sideline, obviously, after the Comets were able to get a good stop here on the defense? Definitely needed that.
Oh, get the ball, baby. Come on.
Kim, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I was letting the play out.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I wanted you to be able to say what's going on out here with that return.
You. 16, 17-yard line maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Cleveland pressured on 2 plays. We kind of got lucky. We played good defense, but we're going to take over deep in our own territory. This is the possession that's going to make a statement for Clayton. Can we march down and score?
And we've seen them do it before, Robbie and Mark, in the first half of the game.
And just real quick, at halftime, that's one of the things that the coaches were talking about. Is like, look, we are a second-half team. We need to show it. We need to do what we've done all year, because right now we're not doing that, and we need to execute.
I can agree wholeheartedly with everything that Kim just said.
Run off the left side.
Comets will run the football. Yes, pick up a 6 up the yards.
Yep. Good run.
The
Good run on first down.
Smith.
That's staying ahead of the chains. Now the playbook is all still wide open.
Yes.
Okay, you got second down and 4 or 5. Playbook's wide open. You can run whatever you want. You can run the same play, whatever you want to do. It's still open until you get to third and see what you got.
Guys, take over for a second. I'm trying to make an antenna adjustment on the sidelines.
You got 2nd and 4.
Aiden's rolling. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure. Get rid of it, baby.
He's got a guy wide open. Oh, and we just missed him.
It's incomplete.
But see, I don't hate that throw right there, because that's a throw no one else is getting to but his receiver. So if his receiver gets to that, then you've got a big gain and you're kind of near midfield. You're about the 40, 45-yard line. If not, you're incomplete and you're right back where you were at third and short.
You're exactly right. You know, the ball was incomplete at about the 43, and it was towards the sideline, like you said, Braxton. Nobody's going to catch it except his guy, 19. So now we come out to 3rd and 5, and the playbook is still open.
Right.
It's still open. Cleveland's in press coverage with the 0 coverage over the top. Quarterback draw. Aiden's going to break it out.
Turn it up.
Bounces it out.
There you go. Smalls get a first down, carries the ball for about a 10 or 12-yard gain to the 32.
And I tell you what, he's got fantastic vision. And he's got the ability to kind of see exactly where he wants to go, how he's going to get there. And it's the little small stutter steps that, force a defender to commit one way, where he's got the speed to bounce it outside. And if Cleveland's not careful, that can go for 6 very easily.
Absolutely. I was lucky enough to see Aiden when he was a freshman over at Gibbons. And it's just a pure athlete over there. So, we're glad to have him. We're lucky to have him here. He does a nice job of seeing the field from all aspects. So, 1st and 10 Comets from the 36-yard or 31-yard line. Little pump fake. There's our
he's wide open.
There's our hitch and go. There's our hitch and go.
Yeah, come on, baby. Run. Oh, God, he got go.
He's inside the 10-yard line.
The same play. There's our hitch and go.
Tavon Evans just inside the 10.
Let's go, Comets. Let's go.
Mark's getting a little excited over here. I got his arms are moving and everything. He might knock me over the back fence. I got to watch out.
Tavon Evans caught that football. It's 1st and goal on the 8-yard line. My goodness, Kim Winslow, what a catch.
He just ran out of speed. He was trying his hardest to get down there, but it's going to give him a 1st and goal.
Unbelievable.
Don't pull that. Don't pull that, Aiden.
They brought the house.
Defense,
you got to see pressure.
3 defenders in the end zone. Everybody else is in the backfield.
You got to see pressure. You got to see that and check out of that call with what you've got. You've got 3 guys or 2 guys outside. You've got to run your little seam route if they're going to bring 9 guys on the play.
Back to the 20.
Carlos, cut your mic on.
About the 14.
14, okay.
Yep, about the 14-yard line.
I just need you to keep your mic on, Carlos, while I'm trying to work on something.
2nd goal for the Comets from the 14-yard line. Play comes in now. Play clock's down to about 12.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You better get the count. Come on, baby.
He'll be all right. He's going to get it right there. Boom, stand up. Here's your in the middle.
Is he
touchdown.
there?
We got it. Got a touchdown. Touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
Yes. Who caught it? Is that McCoy? Is that McCoy? Demarius McCoy just made a phenomenal catch.
Yes, it is. Noah Smith and Demarius McCoy.
That was awesome.
And
phenomenal catch.
2 huge catches and 2 plays even for Demarius McCoy. Because remember, he was the one that had that 95-yard touchdown.
He did.
Big game.
That ball was behind him. That shot in the arm has put the Comets back in this again.
That ball was behind him, and he turned around and he just reached back behind him and caught the football with the Cleveland defender.
They're not going for 2, though.
No,
they're going
don't
for the extra
good.
point, and this is only going to be a safety lead for Cleveland. How important is that safety right there?
We'll get there.
23-21. Braxton You're taking what we just saw, buddy.
I mean, it was 23-7 here as we were heading towards halftime, and all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard right now and it's 23-21. Something has lit a fire under Clayton right now, and I would have to say it's McCoy.
Yes. And we don't need a crowd mic. We're amongst the crowd. Kim Winslow, down to you for another Clayton Chiropractic scoring touchdown recap, and they are back in this thing again.
We said this was going to be an important offensive possession for the Comets, and they converted. Looked like it got off to a rough start, but boy, what was that, about a 70-yard pass play to Tavon Evans?
Yes.
And, lost yardage on the next play, but Demarius McCoy, I mean, he is giving it everything he's got tonight.
Again, phenomenal catch right there, Kim. But more importantly, gentlemen, think back to what happened to start the half.
Yes.
We got a defensive stop. Got a defensive stop, guys. We're able to stop, turn the momentum back in our favor.
That's right.
Okay? So that's where we're at now. We get another one here, and look out. You get another one here, look out.
I know they're up by 2, but this is a dead even ball game.
Right, and at the same point, Uncle Mo is a scary thing, isn't it, boys?
He's
Momentum is scary. When a team has momentum, anything can happen.
He is not pretty, but he is fun.
And momentum has put the Comets back in this ball game. 23-21. Who wants it more for the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference Championship?
Pooch kick.
But at the same time, could you imagine this game any other way?
No. Pooch kick Chris Bahia. It's going to be picked up by the Rams. And they got to stop number 6. There's a flag.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
Malachi Thomas a block in the back.
That was a block in the back.
Absolutely.
You had to be Stevie Wonder not to see that one.
There you go. He's already made the call, blocking the back. They'll come back 10 yards from the spot of that foul.
That's about the 18,
So that'll be the 19-yard line. He's going to go to the 20, so it's going to come back to the 10. It'll be first and 10 Cleveland from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, because it's short of the 20. It's what, half the distance?
No, yep, this will be half the distance. Exactly.
Wow. And again, like I said earlier, discipline was the name of the game in the first half. Clayton, with some procedure penalties, equipment malfunctions, was shooting them in the foot. Cleveland, now we're seeing them do the same thing, and now they're starting at their own 10.
Well, I'll tell you what now, Carlos, the Comets' momentum is shifting now for them.
I like this matchup. Going to a 4-man front. Our edge rushers moving inside.
Yes, they did. Wow.
Bringing 8 downtown. There we go. Putting 8's hand in the dirt. See if he can wreak some havoc in the middle of the line of scrimmage.
He wants to be able to get that gap. He should be aiming for that center's hip.
Center's inside hip, exactly.
Got to make a stop, and they got a long way to drive. Come on, defense, and they'll swallow them up.
Nice play.
Boy,
number 8.
Pumped up right
number
now,
8 chased him down.
Yeah, Malachi. Well, it's stopped there by our buddy Keyshawn Stansel.
Gain of about 5.
7 minutes left here in the third quarter,
you wonder why
by the
that
way.
young man's got all those D1 offers. It's because of something like
That's
that right there.
Chase the play.
Right.
Absolutely. 2nd and 5 on the play, so let's see what happens. Again, playbook's open.
Braxton, you mentioned momentum.
Right.
Clayton's defense keeps it up.
And when it's
get in their head, you got to get in their head. That's exactly what you got to do. Got to get in their head. Catch fake, flag on the play.
That's going to be a pick block and a hold, so we're going to be okay.
And that's one thing you talked about, Wesley, and I just mentioned on a second ago, momentum. When a defense has momentum, that's something totally different, because when guys are flying around the field and hitting hard and making those first tackles, oh man, as an offensive player, I think that hypes you up just as much, because you're probably about to get the ball back.
Absolutely. It should be a 5-yard penalty here against the Rams. We'll take it back to make it 2nd and 10. They'll get the down back.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jackie just made a great point, Mark, Braxton, and Robbie. She said, and I quote, whenever we saw that Cleveland player lose his cookies, they lost their momentum.
Hey, check out your clock, baby.
It has shifted. Play clock's at 0. Now they're going to reset it to 40.
No, they're going to 25. Yep.
Now the 25.
Now they'll wind it. Again, don't do anything stupid. Nothing over the top. Watch your back on the flare route. See him sitting out there. He knows he's got an outlet over there.
Coverage. And a short throw, though. He'll go out of bounds.
That's going to be a
Flag on
penalty.
the play. Flag on the play.
Yeah, that's going to be a legal blindside block right there.
Blindside block. 15 yards. Nah, it depends on how they call it, but it won't be. It'll be 15 yards.
From the spot?
From the spot. But I got a flag in the background. We may have hit the quarterback.
Or could that be holding?
Or holding.
And if that's in the end zone?
It's not. It's on about the 4 where the flag is.
Okay.
Do I see holding back there?
And if it's holding, that's going to be 2 penalties on Cleveland. We know one for sure.
We think. What did he signal? He just
I
signaled
didn't.
something.
He signaled something, but I couldn't see. We had Clayton players in the way. Let's see what we got.
He's talking to Chadwick. He's going to back him up.
Yeah. But if you got 2, you're going to back up the holding, and then you're going to get the late hit, so you're going to go half the distance after that. So half and half. So you're going to go to about the 2-yard line probably.
Oh, wow.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
There you go.
If I'm seeing the same thing you were saying.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Cleveland.
Yep. Down here at the end. They could have called it a personal foul, unnecessary roughness, whatever.
They could have called probably 3 different things on that.
But that should take the ball. That's to take the ball to about the 3 or 4 yard line, guys.
Now, if I'm a D lineman right now, I am licking my chops because you've got an opportunity to tie this game.
You got to contain.
You're going for that safety.
Yeah, but you got to contain.
They've already run the screen on you once.
Yes.
They've already run the screen on a long distance and down.
No
and
blitz.
it's only 2nd and 15.
Yeah, do not jump across the line.
No blitz.
2nd and 15, ball on the 3. The Rams under pressure.
Hey.
And they're going to throw it.
Incomplete. Not the
No
way.
flags. They call no flags. Perfect coverage.
That ball was just a tad bit underthrown, and if that ball's out in front, that could be dangerous.
And it's underthrown because of the pressure in his face.
I was just about to say, it was a half a second from getting our safety back. That's
right.
It was a half a second from getting our safety back, but Bird got rid of the football.
He stepped up in the pocket right there, made a tough. That's a tough throw, and with the pressure, that was
which is why it was short, Brax. He couldn't step into the throw and get rid of it.
Right.
Get up, let's go! Getting on their feet, 3rd and 15 on the 3. Cleveland under pressure. Jackson Bird.
Watch that outlet.
Going after him. He's going to go up the middle. There's a catch made.
That's a pick. That should have been a pick. He's going to go the house. Go.
And they bring him down.
45-yard line. Pass complete up over the middle.
And you move the chains and a 1st down. My goodness.
Explain what you mean by
that.
Okay. When I was talking about a pick just a second ago, you had a receiver coming in who was, quote-unquote, in the route, but he got in the way of the defender, so the defender could not stay on his man. His man caught the football underneath him.
Is that a flag?
That's offensive interference is what it is.
And that defensive line, man, they're swarming right now. They're putting multiple hats on the football right now.
That's Keyshawn again.
Number 55.
Now, Keyshawn, get up and get back to your huddle. Don't walk towards our sideline. Don't be stupid. You did it last week. Don't do it this week.
That's right.
Yeah, and he's already been warned a little bit. The
Correct.
Officials have come, talked to the coaches, said number 8's got to settle down.
Watch 8. Watch 8.
So they've got their eyes on him.
All right, here we go now. 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. And
that's a false snap.
Flying.
That's an illegal procedure on the center. That's a false snap on the center. So that'll be 5 yards against them. There we go. If you saw that, the center dragged the football rather than snapping the football.
Keyshawn moved when the ball moved.
Correct. The center slow snapped it, drug it. They called it.
Is that coachable? Can you coach that? Try to draw somebody offside?
No. If you've got a good umpire official, no, because that's his job. He's looking at that spot.
Well, we're talking about the Greater Neuse now.
Correct. Correct. Not the Eastern Plains. Eastern Plains, we're good. Yeah, I used to look as an umpire, spinning in the middle of the field. You're right behind the linebacker. That's where you're looking, there and to the left side, depending on the arm of your quarterback.
And he was on it right there.
Yep. Their Comets are bringing pressure now. They're going to bring pressure.
And off.
Can we get past the first hold? Yep.
Breakaway. They got to stop him.
It's going to be bringing about,
he
third
ran
and
again.
1, 3rd and 2. Oh,
they're about 10, 12.
Yeah.
That's a far spot from what I had.
Yeah,
it's going to be about 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 3 they give them?
Again, we brought pressure, and the running back was able to clear the first level. He clears that first level and pass the blitz, and you're depending on your DBs.
Comets defense, 3rd and 3 coming up.
And now you got to pin your ears back if you're the defense. You got to come up. Well, if you're the line.
This will be 4-down territory. I guarantee you. So they will either run their hit stops or they'll run the football here.
Quarterback draw.
Bird throws it. It is complete.
Now what's the flag for?
They're throwing flags again.
Because we threw him around. That's going to be on us.
But
Wow. Little acting going on, in my opinion. I don't see what the problem was on that play that just ended there.
Little embellishment, I would say.
It's a first down, but
boy, wow.
This
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.
Well, what we've got to be careful of, gentlemen, is we can't get into letting the guys in the hats and the stripes
make the calls.
Make the calls.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's one thing we said is like in baseball, you don't want to let the umpire make the decision. You don't want to let the umpire make the last call of the game. You want it to be in your hands, no doubt.
Correct. Absolutely. Pump. There's the hitch and go again. We got it covered.
Throw, route, catch,
yep, got it covered.
No good. Incomplete.
He was going for the hit.
And that's
that ball was headed to the pylon.
And that safety, he was like a heat-seeking missile right
34, 34, Tayshawn Walker. Good coverage there. Was coming over from the safety spot. Ball was in the air. The receiver was past our corner, so we were in cover 2 deep. So that's exactly what Tayshawn's got to do. He's got that deep half coverage. He broke on the football, got there right as the time of the football got the receiver.
That's a lot of field for him to
that's
cover.
That's a lot of ground.
On the other hash mark.
Yeah, he should be cheating. If he's got trips, which we have here, he should be cheating on this side of the football field.
So are we giving up? Are we covering the middle?
They're going to go single receiver side. Watch single receiver side right
now.
Running.
Got to stop him. And it's going to be a running play.
Going to pick up.
It's the best thing you can do right here.
Pick up 5 or 6. Yep. 3rd and 4.
3.5 minutes left to go. It is a 2-point game. That 2 points is from that safety that Cleveland got on Clayton in the first half.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 now. Almost had it.
Again, this is 4-down territory.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Unless you get a major loss here or something like that, you know, it's 4-down territory for Cleveland. They're gonna go for the jugular.
Handoff.
Inside.
And it's tough. And it is tough.
55. Josh Kelly. Great play, Josh.
What a job Josh Kelly
He
there.
established the gap, shed the man, and wrapped him up in a bear hug.
Nine's down. 9 is down. Who is 9? 9 is down.
Number 9 for the Comets, of course, is Malachi Atkins.
Malachi just kind of, he came off the pile and then kind of went down kind of gingerly. So who knows? But great play by Josh Kelly. 4th down. This is where Cleveland's got to make a decision. It's 4th and 6. Again, I think
I take your points here.
I think you try for points because you're on the
31
field goal, right?
31.
Field goal.
No, 37.
You're on the 20, be a 37-yarder.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's probably better to go for a field goal than to try to go for the 6.
Yeah,
hands down.
Because then if you get your
Brody Barnes
field goal,
is not going out yet.
Just remember, I've always said with a field goal or extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick,
the hardest playing football.
There's a whole lot that goes on.
Hardest playing football. That's why Riley, who has such confidence in his offense, may send the offense back out.
Right. And you got to watch for a hard count here. See if because then if they get it to a 4th and 1,
think back to last week. We had 2 in a row, back to back,
on field
and
goals.
gave a first down.
Yep.
Gave the guys a first down last week at Willow Springs. So watch the hard count. Watch the football. Don't listen. When the football moves, you get after
And you got to imagine that's what Coach Chadwick's telling the guys right now. Watch the hard count because if they get to 4th and 1, the offense is definitely going for it. If you keep it at 4th and 6, it could be a lot tougher.
So a timeout here as they are trying to.
We got TV timeout.
Boy, yeah, we do have a TV timeout. Let's just go ahead and step away and take one with them.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bullring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on
There's going to be a field goal.
10 minutes south of downtown WC.
It is going to be Brody Barnes to go, and they're going to go for it. They got to stop him. They're going to throw the football. No one
incomplete.
Turnover on downs.
And
you said it. You said it. They weren't going to go for the field goal. They went for it on 4th down. It is a turnover on downs. Comets ball on the 20-yard line.
And that's as good as an interception or a fumble recovery.
That's a turnover, brother. That is a turnover. Absolutely. Riley has so much confidence in his offense. He thinks they can get it done, and they've gotten it done. Don't get me wrong. But he has so much confidence. He figured 4th and 6. The analytics will say go if you're inside the 30 or so, and that's what he did. Just didn't work out. Now the Comets have the football going the other direction.
Braxton, if you're somebody else, you probably would have went for a field goal.
Normally I would, but if I have the #1 offense in the Greater Neuse River Conference, I'm probably going for it. But at the same time, I haven't faced the #1 defense in the Greater Neuse River Conference till tonight.
Comets football, motion movement by the Rams. They're showing signs of blitz. It's a fake sweep.
Oh, man.
Here goes
Go,
the
baby, go, baby. He's on. Run, baby, run.
He's got blockers at midfield. He goes down at the 43. Oh, baby. That's why I call him the Weasel. Aiden Smalls.
The Cleveland defense bit on the pitch.
Absolutely.
I saw that.
They were chasing the football.
They looked like they were shifting Mark and Robbie to the
Wide
right.
side.
And when Aiden
we went backside.
When Aiden read it, he went to the left.
35-yard run. Again, faked the pitch to the right, got the flow of the defense going. He was going to throw the ball on the backside, but it was covered, so he took off running out the back door. 35-yard gain. Great job, Aiden.
And made that decision quickly. He didn't sit there and try and buy time and force a throw into
Hand
something
off
that was
up the
covered.
middle.
Sneak through, gain
Gain of
5.
5.
Yep, pick up 5. Good job.
And again, if you can get 5 yards on the ground to touch, you're going to stick with that.
We're ahead of the change. Stay ahead of the change, guys.
23-21.
And you got to imagine if Clayton gets a run on first down, that gets you at about 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3. You imagine taking a shot over the top at that point.
Yeah, especially going to run it 3 or 4 times, which we just did. We've run it twice now. Okay, let's see where it goes here.
Running the football.
Maybe the zone read coming out again.
2nd and 5 on the 40 of the Rams. The Comets are driving.
Zone
That's Noah
read.
Smith up.
He's
there.
gone.
He's
He's
gone.
gone. He's gone. He's going to be gone. Up to the 2.
He got to the 2-yard line, and he got brought down. And it is 1st and goal on the 2.
And the Rams are on their heels.
And let me tell you something right there. Credit to the offensive line.
Yes.
He's already rolling the clock.
You could have driven a Mack truck.
Yeah.
You could have driven a Mack truck through that hole
Let's
right there.
put it this way.
Noah Smith up the middle. The heart of the Comets there, and he wasn't going to go away there, Robbie.
Did not get touched. Did not get touched until he got to the 2-yard line.
Heavy
he
package.
was untouched. This
Under a minute to go, baby.
We got a little tush push. Little tush push coming.
Up the middle. You know what's happening.
Tush push. Here we go.
Up the middle.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Comets.
Yeah, touchdown, Comets.
There it is. Take the lead.
There it is, baby.
The Comets
There
take
it
the
is.
lead.
There it is. There it is.
Comets take the lead.
There it is.
Comets up in front. First
Eagles
time.
tush push, baby. Eagles tush push.
The Eagles push the QB keeper.
Now.
Clayton has scored. They have took the lead. Do you go for 2?
Do not chase the points. Do not chase the points.
Take what they
You're in
give
the
you.
3rd quarter. You're in the 3rd quarter. Do not chase the points.
Now, your 4th quarter in this situation, you're going
Chris
for
You may go. You may
Chris
go.
Mahaya will add the extra point. No.
Because again,
Waiting for the call here, Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, he is out there already. They're looking for another guy on the outside wing. The right wing is not there.
Here comes Josiah Wallstrom now.
Because right now, I'm assuming you make this, right? You're up 28-23. If they score a touchdown and kick the extra point, that's going to be 30. A field goal still puts you up
Still
1.
Yep, exactly.
This would make it a 5-point lead.
This is the chess match we talked about. Snap.
Mahia,
That's
the extra point.
Great
Perfect.
job.
And the holder.
That ball never got 3 inches off the ground.
It rolled.
Aiden Smalls looked like a doggone shortstop. Fielded it, put it on his tee, and we got a great kick.
But credit Chris Mahia. He didn't rush anything.
And my whole body's cramping up. Oh, my goodness. You got a ball game, Braxton.
Yes,
you
sir.
got a ball game, boss.
That you do. You have a ball game now. And like we said, I'll wait for the.
It ain't even worth to try to talk. Amazing. Clayton Chiropractic scoring update. Recap down to UCAM. It is electric here at John Jacobs Stadium. And the Comets have took the lead for the first time tonight by 5.
Absolutely, and that comes off of that 4th down stop by the Comet defense. Offense took advantage on 2 big plays. And as you said, they take the lead. Now this has got this defense revved up. See if they can make another stop.
Got to make another stop.
Stay in your lane, stay in your lane, stay in your lane.
Make them get weaseled, not know what to think. Cleveland's not going to go away, though. We know the Rams. They are as stubborn as a mule.
That might be a flag.
That's going to be a horse
They
collar.
race as much as they can.
But that's okay. I'll take the horse collar over the touchdown.
That's right. And that's what you tell them.
That's your kicker.
But I thought you could have called maybe a hold back here, maybe a block in the back or something. It looked kind of dicey, one of those toss-ups.
Yeah, anytime you change direction on the field, you got a shot for a blind side, a block in the back, anything like that. You know, so there could have been, but ultimately it wasn't called. Nothing's called. But you do have a horse collar on the other side, on the far sideline, on the Cleveland sideline.
31-yard line.
Go down 15 yards to the 31-yard line.
He caught it on the 25 and returned it just back past midfield to
and
about
that's
the 46.
Is it kind of one of those situations, Robbie, where it's you could call a hold every play if you wanted to, but it's kind of let football decide?
Well, yeah, you're right. But, you know, I mean, from my standpoint, if I'm Coach Chadwick and I got one of the best kickers in the conference and I'm burying the ball in the end zone, kick the ball in the end zone.
That's right.
Kick the ball in the end zone. You know, try to set up. Yeah, are we concerned about their deep guys? Maybe, but the deep guys catching it anyway.
35 seconds. The Comets are in the lead. The Rams now behind. The Bird fires.
One guy wide open.
Man. Touchdown.
And
just like that.
Two guys in the other play.
Just like that. I'm telling you, Cleveland will not go away, but there's a flag on the play.
Keyshawn's got a cramp.
Keyshawn Stansel's got a cramp. He's in trouble.
Keyshawn's got a cramp.
Got a cramp for number 8. Keyshawn Stansel having trouble walking off the field. McCoy is trying to help him.
I wonder if they chop blocked him.
You would not expect any different.
Yeah.
This team, they will go back and forth. It's like the great quote from Smokey and the Bandit. The mouse goes this way, I grab him with my paw. He'll go that way, I'll grab him with my paw. Then finally I smash his you-know-what. And
right.
It ain't happened yet. The game rolls on, and it's going to be another, possibly do you go for 2 or do you go for the extra point?
No, they just
they've already kicked it. They've already kicked
it. He did it. It's a 1-point
Yep.
lead again. Now a 2-point lead.
Yep.
How important was that safety on Cleveland for Clayton right now? When
anytime you get points, it's going to be important. Now, I will tell you, I am not surprised one bit by Cleveland taking a shot on first down.
No, I don't
because
think
you've got momentum. We talked about it last week. You get a short field on a turnover or a big return, whatever, you take a shot. You still got 1st and 10 or 2nd and 10 coming in on the plus 30, so you can still do whatever you want and still kick a field goal if you have to.
The playbook's still wide open at that point, and you take the chance, and worst case, you get that right there, or worst case, you're sitting back at 2nd and 10 with still most of the playbook open.
And obviously, to elaborate more with that, Braxton, you know, we've seen Cleveland be more aggressive with those short running plays, with the short throws. The short throw, long plays to score than trying to run the football, if you will. And that's one thing in favor of Clayton. They're running the ball. They're getting up the field. Cleveland's got to make like monster plays to get to the end zone.
And that's kind of one of those things Cleveland is, give them credit, they've done really well. It's kind of breaking Clayton
Comets,
down.
Noah Smith running on the return. He'll go to the 35.
Kind of breaking them down with those short throws and a little bit of the running game.
Guys, we'll pause for 10 seconds of network identification. We are at the top of the hour. This is the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference Championship.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
So glad you and yours were able to join us. We're still having signal issues with Carlos Martin's mic. My apologies, my friend. Jackie Posey's on camera. Kim Winslow is our All-State sideline reporter. Braxton Kutchin, Robbie Worrell, Mark Coates. I'm Wesley Outland. Comets have the football, 20 seconds. 1st and 10, and Smalls will run. He breaks away, and the Weasels once again. Midfield, running. And he got to around the 35 or the 40 there, Robbie.
40-yard. What a great job by Demarius McCoy over there. Not to block him in the back. He was engaged with the defender. The defender turned and started to go to the play. Demarius stood up. What a great, smart, heady play by number 5 for the Comets.
And that's what makes winning football.
Yeah, Braxton,
Just simple plays like that, simple things that can not negate a big play. A big positive that can get your momentum back, especially as you're about to head into the fourth quarter in 13 seconds.
And momentum is shifting, Mark, but it's going back and forth like a pendulum of justice.
It's a roller coaster.
Because as much as Cleveland is playing, Clayton's playing.
Is there a fumble?
on the ground. They fumbled the football. There's Cleveland's ball.
There's a turnover.
Clayton fumbles the football. It's Cleveland's ball.
With 6.9 seconds remaining in the third.
And you can't make these mistakes, Braxton.
You can't.
You shouldn't be making these mistakes a week before the playoffs,
You
right?
cannot.
I mean, come on.
Well, it's football, Wesley. I mean, mess like this is going to happen, so you have to deal with it.
And it is a turnover. It is the Cleveland Rams football
now
at midfield.
You've got to respond defensively.
Yeah, it looked like Aiden kind of faked the toss. Looked like he was going to run, and then handed it off quickly. And it looks like
Noah Smith.
Noah. All right, so they're gonna again another shot, another chunk play right here. Watch on a
we need an interception
quick
here.
Change,
we need an
play.
Interception here.
Dang,
they're gonna fire it.
They're gonna get us for that,
and they're gonna throw flags from all directions.
But at the same time,
A.K. Cremel was covering him.
But at the same time, like what Mark said earlier, I'll take that holding penalty or a pass interference penalty over a touchdown any day of the week and twice on
This is going to be an untimed down on a defensive penalty.
You're correct because we did not. That was the last play of the fourth quarter, so they'll get one play. I'm sorry, third quarter. So they'll get a play from here. Again, sudden change, gentlemen. You got to understand.
We've seen that a lot this year in some way.
That's the game of football.
Yeah.
When you get a sudden change, you have momentum. You take a shot, especially when you're on the positive side of the football.
Ball's on the 39-yard line, first down. This will be an untimed down.
Yep. This will be a 1st and 10. But again, untimed down because this is like the last play of the third quarter.
The only clock that counts now is the 25-second clock.
Yeah. The quarter cannot end on a defensive penalty.
2-point lead.
Now they switched it.
And now they switched it to the 40-second clock. You're right, Mark. It doesn't matter. The clock's dead. They get one play, and they fake it. They're going to go to the right, and he's breaking away, and he will go down.
Cody got him after a gain of about 5,
yeah.
I think.
He's going to go out of bounds. It'll be second and about 5 when we start the fourth quarter.
Oh, my goodness, guys. Strap in.
Yeah, strap in.
That's all I could say, boy. Who wants it more? These 12 minutes are going to be a barn burner here at Cleveland at John Jacobs Stadium. My goodness, strap in. It is coming up next. 30-28, Cleveland by 2. The fourth quarter for the conference championship when we return.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Fourth quarter, 12 minutes left in the regular season. We know they got a playoff game November 15th at home. What will happen down the road? This 12 minutes will certainly decide it. Let's get an all-state sideline report. Kim Winslow, are you ready for the final 12 minutes of the regular season? How fast this year flew, honey?
Well, it's coming whether we're ready for it or not.
Right.
You know, we said the Comets had to come in and play a clean game, not have the penalties, not have the turnovers, not to give Cleveland opportunities.
That's right.
And that's our second turnover of the game, and we just can't keep giving them opportunities. Got to create our...
The interception turned into 7 points, and now we're getting ready to see if the Comet D can hold them.
Yeah, it's like I said, I mean, there's 12 minutes left. Both teams need to realize there are 12 minutes left. Have we played our cleanest ball game? Nope, absolutely not. Do we have a chance to redeem ourselves in 12 minutes? Sure. Let's get a stop, go score, and see what happens. But we've got to buckle them up.
And the Comet crew, mighty quiet right now. They need to get pumped up, hyped up, make some noise for sure. As the fourth quarter.
Just to let you guys know, in-conference scoreboard update, Willow Springs has defeated Fuquay tonight in the battle for the bell.
Willow Springs Storm beat Fuquay Verena. Wow, what's the score?
I don't have a final score just yet for you, but I can tell you that Willow Springs has defeated Fuquay.
How about that? Willow Springs. And by the way, and Coach Chadwick mentioned that in the coach's corner, that RPI rating helps them.
And
Willow Springs might go to the playoffs.
And that can help them a lot.
So here we go. 12 minutes on the clock. 2nd and 5 on the 34 at John Jacobs Stadium. The Greater Neuse River for a conference football championship is on the line. Both football Goliaths are 9-0 all year. Clayton's defense has been scored the most by an offense anybody this year by the Rams. Farrell runs the football. They'll move the chain. Caleb Farrell, KB.
Straight run right up the middle. They had trips to the left, had single coverage down and below, and they run right up the middle because the backers have to clear the zone. You got nobody in the middle of the field.
3-man front. Now we're going back to a 4. You're playing pass, not playing run.
11 and a half minutes left to go in regulation. This is going to be a big fourth quarter. Bird under pressure.
He just throws the ball to his own.
He caught the ball and it's touchdown.
Number 20 for us was lost.
Touchdown Rams.
The young man was trying to get over to cover, and he didn't know where he was supposed to be. And the man,
guys,
he just.
But that's how damn good Jackson Bird is.
No, it's not. That's a busted coverage.
Football. We've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mark. I got to disagree with you.
Yeah.
We saw how good of a quarterback Jackson Bird is.
I mean,
that's the second time tonight we've seen him under pressure and he makes a touchdown
and he took a shot as he threw it too.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He didn't have a clean pocket at all.
I said that earlier, guys. He's good enough to where he knows where his receivers are going to be. That ball had 30 yards of height on it and fell to a spot. His receiver ran
37,
to that.
will it count? Yep, there it is.
Right.
Wow,
So the same thing
37-28,
happened.
you're back down by.
All right, boys. You got 11 and a half minutes to go.
Down by 9 again.
Down 9, but Jackson Bird, he's probably, like I said, he's a really good quarterback. He knows where his receivers are, and they practice it every day. He throws it to a spot.
That's all they do.
He throws it to a spot and says, my receiver's going to be there, and he trusts it. And it's happened 4 times tonight.
Well,
four times.
This game has been a roller coaster of emotion back and forth, Braxton, no doubt.
That is.
And now Clayton down by 9 again.
It may have been a good throw, but it was also a busted coverage. So.
Yeah, there's nobody in the area.
I mean, it was wide open as the Arby's drive-thru. I mean, there's nothing you can really do about that.
37-28. And now the Clayton's offense has got to come back out here. And we have to find a way to make a play, right, Robbie? I mean, you got to move the ball upfield. You got to find Smith, Smalls.
You got to go score. Yep.
You've got to find a way. We need one of those kickoff returns,
I was
like we saw earlier, right? We need McCoy to go 95 yards again.
Let's see if Coach calls it. We'll be on the coach call.
And that's the thing is you can start getting momentum back with just a decent return. You don't have to take it the yard. I guarantee you everybody over here on this side of the grandstand would love it if he did.
Oh, yes.
But
because right now the Comet crew are kind of quiet.
Right. And right now you need a spark. And that's the message. Who's going to be that spark?
Comet crew are kind of quiet. I would still be making noise.
You know they're kicking to their sideline, so they just switched in the back. Okay, good. They just put McCoy back on the far side where the ball's going to go. Exactly what a good play.
Perfectly to the 5. McCoy will run.
Number 5 from the 5.
He had blockers. He had helpers. He goes right up the middle. He's still on his feet, and then he goes down and around the 35-40.
Somewhere, yeah.
And there's your spark right there. You get a good return, good field
35
position to start.
30-yard return. And I like what Clayton did at the last moment. Again, McCoy was on this side, and right before we got going, they flipped into Richardson's side. So he and Richardson flipped. I was thinking that in my brain, and they did it. I love to see it because McCoy's already shown he can beat the coverage.
That's right.
Just got to have a big play. Obviously, we've seen the running game. We've seen throwing. We've seen up the middle. We've seen the short passes.
Yeah, there's no reason to do anything different than you've been doing all night long.
Clayton has many offensive weapons, Robbie, this year than years past.
Yeah, it's
shows.
A well-balanced offense.
To the snap. It's going to go up the middle. Noah Smith.
Nice. There it is.
There he goes. That's Harris Hobbs?
Yeah, that's Hobbs.
And that's why
it's Harris Hobbs running the football.
You don't abandon what you've done all year. You're only down 9 right now with, still over 11 minutes here left to go. Don't abandon the offense. Keep doing what you're doing because it's worked.
Yep.
It has worked all night. I mean, you're down right now, but you still put up almost 30 points on the board, and you still got a whole, basically, quarter left.
Absolutely.
About a 2nd and 2. Pickup of 8 by Harris Hobbs.
Now empty again. See what we're going to do here.
No running back now behind Smalls. Smalls up the middle. There he goes.
He comes out here.
Sweep right. There's some open man.
Great play.
Darian Ellis, and he drives to the 40. What a play by Braxton. Move the chains, first and 10.
You could see it in his eyes. That's exactly what he wanted his receiver to do, the nonverbal communication.
Yep.
Well, at least we could tell he might have been shouting at him down there.
He gave a little point in the finger.
Right there.
Little point, say, hey, go, because I'm going to dump it to you. And it was like a basketball jump shot. He's pretty good in basketball. And like a three-point shot, just toss it over to the side end.
It was similar to a pick and roll, that like a give and go sort of thing, kind of that communication. And that's just being an offensive man, knowing your players, knowing exactly what you want them to do, and that leads to Clayton being a plus
And
territory.
Mark, if you're Clayton, they're driving slowly but surely, getting upfield. Here goes another big play and another run. First down, move the chains, as Mark said.
Yep.
This is another Atwell Exterior Services first down.
He's already called a timeout. He stopped the clock, so he's got a first down going to come. He's already stopped the clock.
Yeah, that was Aiden Smalls that stayed with
I thought he got the first down, but then it looked like, okay.
Yeah, he's got it. The official had already waved timeout, for coming down, so because he did not go out of bounds.
9-point game, 37-28. Under 10 minutes remaining in regulation.
Now, is this where, if you're Clayton, you maybe look at a shot at the end zone, or are you stick to the ground game?
I would say stick to the running game, right? I mean, run the football.
Do what you're doing.
Run the football.
We're going to have to call a timeout.
Because of the
play clock.
20 seconds on the play clock that time. When they were jogging with it.
Play clock. The play clock is starting, very quick. It's almost to where, as soon as we go down or something, it doesn't matter who's around, but the ball is not played, not set, which it doesn't have to be for the 40-second. Don't get me wrong. But what it's got to be is the people have to be up on their feet and be headed that direction. They can't be out of bounds and still walking around or whatever for that 40 seconds.
But if that's the first down and he's waving his arms to stop the clock. What's the protocol?
Correct. You don't start that clock. You don't start the clock until everybody kind of gets back set. Now you can start it while they're coming into the field of play, but you don't start it when they're still umpiling people down here by the down marker.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they've made us burn our timeouts when we didn't need to, and that cost us that 2 points.
Yeah. Oh yeah. First half was the same situation.
But hey, it's Clayton, Cleveland. I wouldn't expect this crowd to do anything any different.
I would say the same thing.
Well, there's
37-28.
And then wake up from it. And then what do you do?
Can you recover? That's the question,
Yeah.
right, Robbie? I mean,
this
can
game
you
ain't
pick
over.
yourself up, dust yourself off?
If you're Clayton, it's mental toughness.
That's right.
You've got adversity.
Don't let Cleveland get in your head.
Right. And that's the name of the game for any athlete, any sport, to anyone listening out there who plays a sport. Mental toughness. There's a ref that is always going to make a bad call. It is going to happen, and whatever sport you play, whatever, you got to have mental toughness, and you got to overcome adversity.
First and 10, ball on the 31 up the middle. There you go, buddy, running.
There you go. Again, 5 yards, 4 or 5 yards.
Terrace Hobbs runs and picks it up again. Cam, down to you for an all-state sideline report.
Gain of about 4.
A pick of a 4, as Mark said. We really saw Terrace step up, especially at the beginning of conference play when we saw Noah Smith go down at Fuquay Arena.
Yeah, and that's how important it is for him to have gotten that time that he's ready to go, when his number's called right now.
Second and
0
6.
coverage, 0-man coverage.
Hobbs can sweep around the right. He trips up, gets speed, gets momentum, and then he got dropped down again.
You can't run the football against 9-man front in a 0 coverage situation.
You got to check out.
I don't know if you've got any checkouts or whatever, but that's a perfect opportunity to check out of that
and take a shot.
Shot.
Are we giving up the tight end to be the extra blocker?
Yes, that's what you're doing.
Third
That's
and
what you're
8
doing.
coming
So
up.
with 0 coverage, if he's sitting on the line of scrimmage or even in that 8 spot,
Loss of about 2, second, third, and 8.
Boom, he's going straight up the seam.
And it's something that, correct me if I'm wrong here, that means Cleveland trusts their defensive backs. If they're going to run cover 0.
Smalls under pressure, going to go down. He fumbles the football. It's out of bounds. It's going to stay Comets football. He fumbled it. It went out of play. Saved by the out-of-bounds marker, Robbie, if you will.
Yeah, that's where Aiden's got to feel the pressure. He's got to feel it and get away with the football. That's been the one thing with Aiden that I'd really like to see him work on is get rid of the football when you feel pressure and not hold on to it so loosely. Our last 3 games, he's had a couple fumbles in both games.
4th and 19.
So we've got to sit there and we've got to do ball security. Even if we're going to take a sack, keep the football in on your hip. Got to.
Well, and
4 down, guys. We're going
for this situation right here.
They're going for it on a 4th and 19 on the 40.
If you take the sack, you're still in potential for a field goal.
Smalls, he's going to fire the football. Anyone home?
McCoy.
It's incomplete.
He was wide open. Down the middle.
Intended for McCoy.
18
incomplete.
was wide. 19 was wide open.
It is incomplete. McCoy might have got the wind knocked out of him possibly as well, Robbie, when they came down from the play.
There were 3 guys down there, and he actually took a shot. He took a shot high from the safety coming over the top. He had 2 guys underneath in blanket coverage over the top, but almost came down with a great catch. It went right through his hands, but he was triple covered essentially. He had 19 breaking open on the late post across the middle.
Okay, Mark, so if you're Clayton on the defense now, you're looking for the big play. You're looking to pressure, you're looking to fumble, you're looking for an interception. Am I right, Braxton?
Well, yeah. I mean, right now you need a 3 and out if at all possible.
Rolling, quarterback.
He's got blockers, he's got helpers. They read it and they swallowed him up. He goes back a yard or 2. Cody Whitmer got it started.
Cody and number 11. Who's 11?
Tyrell June.
Tyrell June.
Loss of 1.
Yep.
Because right now Cleveland is probably going to try and drain some clock if they can.
Oh, and that's the smart thing to do right now.
Right, it is. And I don't foresee them putting the ball in the air unless it gets to 3rd down right here. Now, they very well could and prove me wrong right here and put it in the air. But right now, apparently every time I've said it, they do the opposite. So wouldn't be surprised to see them put it in the air now. But that's one of the things. You want to, if you're Cleveland, now that you've got a 2-possession lead under 8 minutes, you want to make this game as short as possible.
There's Trap right here. Yep.
Up the middle, and the Rams go nowhere.
Cody's
Comets
there.
defense read it.
Whitmer again. Whitmer and Keyshawn.
Cody Whitmer and Keyshawn Stansel. Cody Whitmer and Keyshawn Stansel. Maybe Malachi Atkins got a piece of it also.
Yeah, but number 8,
it's
be careful.
3rd and 9, 3rd and long here.
Be careful, 8. Because you did a little throwdown at the end.
Yep, and that's one thing you can't do.
77 just did it to our guy, so.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right, Mark?
Well, you're going to let them play,
That's it.
All right, so
3rd and 9. Ball on the 41. Comets defense.
Man-to-man on top.
Got to step up here. Comet crew need a shot in the arm of adrenaline. It's been kind of quiet in the grandstand lately.
Watch the
Jackson Bird, he's going to throw it. No, he will
not.
He drops it.
Go.
No good. 4th down.
4th down. Nice play, Keyshawn.
And there it is. And that's the hustle play. Get him to 4th down. Now, Cleveland, 4th and 9. I'm kicking the ball.
Are they going to punt it?
You're going to flip the football.
You better be smart.
You're going to flip the football.
You better be smart.
Flip the field, play field position, see what happens.
But if you're Smalls right here, you want nothing more than the ball in your hand right now to go try and make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
You just had an unfortunate, fumble right here, just a minute ago. I guarantee you he's itching to get back out there and go put this game to 1 score.
4th and 9.
Absolutely.
Here comes Brody Barnes. He'll get ready to punt the football. No, it's a fake! It's a fake! Oh, it's incomplete!
He dropped it!
Oh, it's incomplete! Thank God! Thank God! That would have been right up the middle. Oh, my goodness!
Wide open. I don't know. That's a very smart decision.
I don't either. I mean,
they wanted to put the nail in the coffin.
It worked. Don't get me wrong. It worked.
They just left the door open.
Ballsy call. Absolutely worked. Guy was wide open. He just dropped it. I got to feel that was not an upperclassman or a primary receiver on the punt team because he didn't look like he was comfortable trying to catch the football. Right. He tried to go up and catch it kind of sideways.
Yeah, that
whatever.
was DJ Crooms, number 8, up the middle, and he just, by the time he turned,
now is this where you take the shot? Shot play.
Yeah, now we've got a bad snap.
Boy, wow.
Why
is
Carson Jones in the game?
Because Aiden was to the outside. We're going to do a trick play right there. We're going to snap the Carson. He's going to throw it to Aiden and see what Aiden
Jones
can do.
Going to
trying to catch him off guard too, and unfortunately,
come on, guys.
That snap was just rolled back to him.
Run the football. Do what you've been doing
all game. Is there a penalty flag?
There is.
It is.
Yeah.
Penalty on the Comets.
Our center didn't get the football because he didn't know the cadence from Carson versus Aiden. And now.
Wow.
Come on.
Can't be making the.
At least it's first down.
Yeah. Don't be 1st and 15 on the
45. Smalls going out again
now.
Yeah, Jones is in at quarterback. Smalls is in the back or in the slot.
Playing a wide receiver, if you will.
Smalls is in the slot. In the closest to the field, coming back in motion.
Smalls fakes. Carson Jones.
Throw it to Smalls.
He can throw it to Aiden Smalls. Aiden Smalls can get Pete. Oh, yeah, here he goes. He'll move the chains and at least get back to
pick up 8.
The line of scrimmage and more.
And I love that play call because that's getting your best player open in space and making them making a one-on-one tackle against Aiden Smalls is probably one of the toughest things to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I like it. I like it from a decision. I'm not sure that I like it at this point in the ball game.
Right.
Because he may be your best player, but he's also your quarterback.
Robbie, Mark, we saw this last week, if you remember. find a way to use Carson Jones in the utility spot.
Bring the pressure.
And now they're going to go up the middle to Terrence
Hobbs.
Hobbs has got help. Was there a flag down?
No flag.
No flags. We're good.
Gain
and we're
of
going to move the
25.
chains. First down.
Gain of 25 down to about the 15-yard line.
So that'll be another Atwell Exterior Services first down. They are moving their way also towards the total refrigeration red zone. It will be exactly Mark Coates on the 20.
Mark him out at the 20, yep.
Midway through in the fourth quarter, the regulation period. Boy, oh boy. Who wants it more, Braxton? That's the question, my friend.
That's the name of the game.
Who wants it more? Into the rainbow, who wants it more? Let's go now up the middle. Aiden Smalls with the football. Boy, he dove about another 3 yards.
5, maybe? He may, gain of about 5, 4 or 5.
He dove
He
and
did.
just launched, if you will.
Like you said, like a little weasel.
Yes, sir.
Ricky Ticky Tabby.
Low soaring Braxton on that last play.
Let's call him a mongoose, not a weasel. Let's call him a mongoose.
The mongoose?
Call him a mongoose. Weasel, I don't know. Let's call him a mongoose.
5:37 to play.
I told him about it. He laughed at it. He's like, hey, man, I'm good with that. I'll weasel my way out of anything.
That's right. I'll take it.
Here we go. 2nd and 5. Comets are
come back
driving.
That's incomplete.
It's incomplete, intended
He
for
rushed
McCoy.
it. He rushed it. Did not get his feet set. Didn't get a grip on the ball and try to just get it out. Hey, it's okay. On 2nd and 5, I like it. The playbook's open. You still got 3rd and 5.
And that's one of those throws that people see and they're like, how can you not make that throw? That is a high-pressure throw,
that's
too.
high
People
pressure.
don't
Get
give
it
that.
out.
Yes.
People don't give that.
There's no laces involved in that one. That's grabbing the football and getting rid of it.
That's right.
Kim Winslow, what's the vibes on the sideline like right now? I would say it's probably focus.
Yes, it is focus. And if they don't make it here, it sounds like Comets may go for a field goal.
Yeah, that's what you have to.
You got to take your points here.
3rd and 5. They're going to go for it with Aiden Smalls, and they'll move the chains some more.
Yep, first down.
First and 10. So the Comets will move the chains. It is another Atwell Exterior Services first down in the total refrigeration red zone. And as Mark said, 1st and goal on the Cinco.
7-yard line, 7 or 8 yard line. Yep, here we go.
And I tell you what, if Clayton comes back to win this game, that's who's got to be
on
the player
7,
of the game right
they
there.
Updated
Because
it's the 7-yard line.
As soon as you need a big time play, that's exactly who you're going to every time. And that seems like every time you need it right now, he has delivered.
Yeah,
1st and goal on the 7, everybody. Comet crew, you need to make some noise. Cheer him on. Let's see what happens. Here, Terrace Hobbs. It's a fake to Smalls. Over the middle, they bat it away.
Knocked down. He's wide open.
And yeah, I was about to say, if that ball gets through, that is 6 for the Comets.
That's exactly the play we've been calling for.
Because Campbell was open.
Zone.
He was open. I'm telling you.
Fake zone read, tight end right in the middle of the seam because there's nobody in zero coverage over the top.
Nope.
That's
Campbell's
where
was open.
That's where Aiden's got to figure out, okay, I don't have to zip this one. I can lay this one. I can lay it there because there's nobody with him. Instead, we got a little zip. So we got, and that's okay. That's a learning thing for Aiden. He's got a whole nother year to figure that one out. That's right.
2nd and 7 on the 7. 2nd and goal on the 7, and they're going to call a timeout.
Are they saying? No, I think they're talking about the
drone.
No, yeah, the drone.
There's a drone up top. Can't do it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Can't do the drone.
Somebody's illegally got a drone. Wow.
So let's see.
It's
we stopped
a little
the game
one,
for,
too.
Yeah.
It's a small drone as well. Yes, it is.
Hey, Homeland Security. I heard they've been. I've heard they're in Johnston County.
They'll shoot it out of the sky.
Hey, don't think. I had one flying over my house. It looks like they're going to let it play.
2nd and 7, ball on the 7-yard line.
Shouldn't that be a penalty on the home team?
Mark.
I'm just asking.
Motion by McCoy, fakes left, back, right. Here we go. Smalls is running.
Look across the middle.
Open,
Look across the middle.
Up, no, man.
He got drilled.
He just got hit big time.
You've got to get rid of the football.
Hey, just remember, he's also the holder on extra points and field goals.
Yeah. You've got to get rid of the football, though.
In that situation, you have to.
You can't go through 4 reads on the 14-yard line.
And by the way, there was a gap wide open.
The Cleveland Blitz has killed us.
Yes.
You got to have that as a quarterback in that situation. You got to have a mental clock. Yep. If I get through even my first 2 reads and I don't see anything, get rid of it or take it and pull it down.
Yep.
Carson Jones, by the way, is in at quarterback, y'all. Carson Jones is in.
And the clock is down to 5 seconds.
Have to call a timeout.
And the back judge ain't even counting. He's just going to throw a freaking flag. He ain't paying attention. His job is to stand back there and count when it counts down.
He doesn't have to if you have a clock, though.
Wow.
If you have a clock, you don't have to. But by the same token,
he's responsible for knowing whether it's reset.
He wasn't even looking. He wasn't even looking at all. So now a 3rd and goal from the 19 for the Comets.
It's all right.
Carson Jones is in.
Here comes pressure. Get rid of the
Carson
football.
Jones.
Get rid of the football.
Jones. Carson's wasn't ready, and he got dropped.
So now we're going to try
You
about
may
a
be
44-yarder.
He's got the leg to do it.
Got a 44-yard field goal.
You got to send out Chris Mejia for a 45-yarder.
It's going to make it 46, actually. 46, probably.
Cam, down to you for an all-state sideline report. What's going on with Aiden Smalls? Did he get his bell rung on that last play?
Yeah, I mean, he took a hard hit, but he's going in as the holder for the field goal.
40, 26, 7. This is 43 yards.
43-yard field goal attempt.
We need a good snap.
This will cut the lead to 6.
Block.
It is blocked.
Kick is blocked.
Where's the penalty flag?
And there's the flag. They roughed the kicker.
They roughed the kicker. They sure
and is
did.
that automatic first down?
No.
Or is it just going to be yardage?
No. But if it's
is
yardage,
it,
it's
15
15 yards.
It moves you closer.
We're back at 7-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, it would put you back 15 yards up ahead. Kim, down to you.
I wanted to ask Robbie, so if it's blocked, they can still call roughing the kicker?
Depends on what leg they run into, right?
Yeah, it depends on where they're at.
I didn't see the end of the play. I was watching the ball.
They wave it off because they got to the football.
Well, the white hat, the one that threw it?
Yeah, but he may not have seen the block. He was looking at the hold and the snap and the.
Did they do something to the snapper?
If it is roughing the kicker, they'll just move him up 15 yards. It'll be, what, a 4th and
Well, defense is already
11.
off the field.
See, here it is. Yep, they called it.
So it is roughing the kicker. Offense, get back out there.
And it's a first down.
And it's a first down for the Comets. Wow.
First down.
And that is
we needed that.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
We needed that. Roughing the kicker, it's a first down automatically. Now, Robbie, are there different penalties for roughing the kicker?
Yeah, there's a running in. There's a running into the kicker, which means you don't hit him hard, or you don't hit his kicking leg, which would be a 5-yard penalty.
This is going to put the ball.
This will be a 15-yarder.
This will put him at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 from the 13.
That's a gift right there, Braxton.
It is.
Take advantage of this. Don't exploit it on Cleveland. Take advantage of this gift.
You gave them a gift earlier of a short field, and they cashed it on the touchdown.
Here.
And Aiden Smalls is back. First and 10 on the 13.
Right back to the zone read, the tight end over the middle.
Aiden Smalls gets it
24.
to Hobbs. Hobbs runs. He's going to go to the 11.
Maybe. He might got back to the line of scrimmage.
He got a gain of half a yard.
But you got to start looking right now. You got 2:55 on the clock. You got to go. You don't have all 3 timeouts because of what we've seen from the score, from the play clock earlier.
Well, you
so
got
only have
Cleveland
2.
with 3 timeouts. Clayton has 2. That's your timeout clock right there.
And you're down 2 possessions, so you got to score quickly.
2nd and 11.
All right, cover 2 zone. Stand up over the
he
top.
He throws it. Open man, is he there?
Touchdown!
Touchdown! Tavon Evans!
No, he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds. He's out of bounds. He caught the football out of bounds. He caught the football out of bounds.
It was just a little too deep.
Oh,
and this
so
will
close.
be 3rd.
But you better get on the line because the clock's running.
The clock's already running.
40's turned into 25.
Ask for the clock to be reset.
2.5 minutes. I mean, 2.5 minutes left.
That's ridiculous.
Play clock at 15. Comets. 37-28. Rams up in front. Comets going to try it again.
Right in the middle. Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
He hit the ground in the end zone.
No.
He's in the end zone.
You got to hurry up. You got to hurry up there.
Go up and snap it. Just go snap it. Just go snap it.
That should be a touchdown.
Just go snap it. They're not giving it. They're not giving it to you. Go snap it.
They're running the clock.
And go.
That should. Wow. Why was that not a touchdown, Mark? Please explain to me.
I don't have a clue.
Just push. Just go. You're on the half-yard line. Go. You're
up
good.
The middle.
He fumbled the football.
Damn.
That football came
in. 24 got back in.
Terrace Hobbs
in.
got the football. Touchdown. Terrace Hobbs. Terrace Hobbs. Touchdown. Terrace Hobbs. He did fumble the football. He did fumble the football.
Yep,
but Terrace Hobbs got it back. And he scored a touchdown.
I saw him pick it up between Aiden's legs. The ball went down on the ground. He picked it up between Aiden's legs and got out there.
And we got somebody down.
Aiden Smalls fumbled the football. Terrace Hobbs got it back and ran in for the touchdown for the Comets. And we got a player down. We'll take an injury timeout as well.
Extra point to come.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
I've been practicing.
What, the cello? You want me to lower the hoop?
Foul.
What, are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Wait till your father gets home.
Winter, spring.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
Chase Perry was the one that went down. We have a TV timeout. It is about to expire. Clayton has scored. They went for a tush push. Aiden Smalls, QB1, fumbled the football. Terrace Hobbs somehow got it back, and he ran into the end zone. Chris Mejia is going to try to add on the extra point to make this a 2-point game again. Is it in? Yes, it is.
Right down Broadway.
Got 2 minutes left, Robbie, Mark,
2
and
minutes, 2
Braxton.
points.
My God.
Yeah, this is here comes your decision time. And
I'm
I'll tell
kicking
you,
this deep.
I'm kicking it deep as well. If I'm coach, I'm going to try to kick it through the end zone. Kick it through the end zone. So listen to the crowd.
Comets. 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 Let's get another Clayton Chiropractic sideline report and a recap touching scoring drive with Kim Winslow. Kim.
That was the Comets taking advantage of a couple opportunities. So, the roughing the kicker, saved kind of that possession. But we're running out of time, though. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left. Comets down by 2. And
Mark.
If we lose again by 2.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they lost JV by 2 the other night.
I'm talking about last year.
Yes. Oh, yes. 33-31. Yep. Hail Mary pass.
Yep.
We'll never forget
They're
it, Robbie.
playing for our own side.
They're playing for our own side. They think we're going to go our own
I'd
side.
kick that ball over their head down
I'd knock
here.
it all the way to about the 5.
No. If I'm coaches and I'm looking at this, I'm pooching something. I'm getting it over down about the 20 or the 15 and getting my guys down there and trying to cover this. I understand what they're doing, Robbie.
They're
but
thinking
what do you
outside
think?
kicks coming, right? I mean, but you shouldn't do that, right?
With 2 timeouts, I'm going to kick the ball deep. But like Mark said, there's only one guy back. Can I keep it away from him and kick it to his zone?
And keep it in bounds.
Keep it in bounds. Keep it away from him, and then go get the football. It's a live football.
This has been a classic. And Lunger will kick it.
Big bounce!
And what's going on?
It's going to be offsides on Clayton. It's going to be offsides on Clayton.
And that was a pretty looking onside kick,
I'd make
too.
him go back and do it again.
Well, they're going to go back and do it
They
again.
are going to have him do it again.
You have to. But now you got to kick the ball deep.
Now this time, yes, exactly, Robbie. You don't get him in the head of an onside kick again because they're expecting it.
Yeah, you got to kick it deep now.
Kim, you want to add anything to that? I saw you chime in, and then you kind of backed away. What's up?
Oh, if I chimed in, I didn't mean to.
No, I'm sorry.
No,
it might be Carlos. This mic mysteriously coming in and working again.
Look, they were expecting the onside to begin with, so if we do it again, they were expecting it anyway. It's just all about, if you're going to do it, it's the execution.
Yeah,
I know we want the ball back.
Kick it deep. Kick the ball deep.
We need a big play.
Corner.
As Miss Amy Coach said last week, and we got a big play, we need a big play for Clayton. And the defense has got to step up here. Special teams, Nate Lunger.
There's a big hole over here. If you could pooch it right in that hole, and they're going to get the ball.
I wouldn't have done that, Robbie. I really wouldn't have done that.
Well, what you got to do now is you've got 2:04. You look at your first play,
and they
see
got
what
good
happens.
field position.
Good field position. That's the biggest thing for me. I want field position. I want to keep them on the far side of the field.
Yes.
Because one first down and the ball game's over. One first down, ball game's over. Okay? So if you stop them here, you're going to call a timeout. Stop them again, call a timeout, but then you're down to your no timeout, so 40 seconds is going to run off. So now you're going to get the ball back. If you hold them on 4 straight downs,
minute.
with about 40 seconds, exactly.
Going to be about 2:04. Now they're coming lively again, finally. The Comet crew in the grandstands at John Jacobs trying to get in the head. Trying to get in their head. We need a big stop.
Timeout. And that's a big stop.
Cody Whitmer, what a stop there.
There is your Friday Night Rivals Scholar Athlete of the Week.
That's right.
With a big giant play on first down, loss of about 8 or 9, bring up second and about 19.
And if you're the Comets defense, Braxton, you do not turn this momentum off right now. You get in the Rams' head.
You are trying to fly around the football field. You're trying to put a hat on a hat. You are trying to make a play. Make the turn. Be the one to punch it out. Give your team a chance, and that's all you're asking for.
Got to get Clayton the football back. Got to get Clayton the football back.
Chadwick's having a conversation right now because the clock ran 4 seconds off the clock.
Yeah.
They say that play took 11 seconds.
There ain't no way.
11 seconds. No way it happens.
There's no way it did that.
They put 1 second back up. 1 second back up. It went from 2:04 to 1:54. An average average play in football takes 4.5 seconds.
4.5 seconds.
4.5 seconds.
So it should have been about 1:57, 1:58 left
seconds
on the clock.
You got to figure that out.
Weston, we saw what happened in the JV game.
Yes.
Cleveland turned the ball over late, gave the Comets that last ditch effort. They weren't able to convert it. So you never know. Keep the pressure on the defense. See if they can come up with something big.
You're exactly right, Kim. Got to get in the head of the Rams, and Comets crew is doing just that. Coach Chadwick wanted him to be loud, Mark, and be proud, and that's exactly what they're doing. Get in the head of Jackson Bird.
The ball's going to be run. The ball's going to be run.
Ready. Fake. Bird's going to throw it. He fires the football. No one home. Incomplete. No flags. 3rd and 18.
They wanted to go for a kill shot.
That's the best thing that could have happened to Clayton.
Yeah, and that's essentially a timeout.
That is a timeout. That is an absolute timeout.
3rd and 18.
And why did you
They just put, wow.
Wait a minute. We got a holding
there was
against
a
holding
against
but it looks
like we
holding
are
against
declining.
backs.
Holding against Cleveland.
Decline the penalty. Decline the penalty. Take the down. It's 3rd and 10.
Third and
15. Sorry. 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18.
Because
that to me, I don't know what Ron
I would never throw the football in this situation.
Oh my goodness.
They want to embarrass somebody at home on senior night.
Holy moly.
3rd and 18. Jackson Bird.
Now they're going to throw it though.
Now they're going to throw it. And now you've essentially.
Now we can intercept it and run it back.
I'll take an interception and just get the football.
Mark is willing it to happen. We hope. 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18.
Be ready for. They want us to spend the time in.
18 seconds left.
Get him out there. There it is.
Timeout. Call it timeout.
Got it. Big play by the Comets again.
Cleveland is beating this thing.
Big play by the Comets. I have no idea what Coach Riley is thinking right now.
You run the football.
I have no idea.
Every given day of the week, twice on Sundays, you have to run that football.
Dude, you got him in a perfect situation. You got a minute 54.
Coach is dreaming this situation.
One timeout for Clayton. If you run the football and he calls it, you got a minute 40. You take 40 seconds off, you're down to 30 seconds.
Right. My goodness, though.
And right now you would
take
a knee.
Fake.
Is that like
right now you would take a knee.
That's like a 4th and 25 right here.
You'd be 4th and 30.
4th and 30.
Yeah, 4th and 29.
There you go.
I mean,
wow.
You'd be taking a knee right now if you were smart enough to run the football.
Right.
Yes. You'd be taking a knee on 3rd down.
And you'd be walking out.
You'd be walking out to the conference championship.
Of the rivalry.
Their ego might cost them this ball game.
And the mentality.
A minute 42 left. We'll see what it costs them.
The ego and the rivalry between the teams.
Here's the question.
Watch the fake.
Are you sending the house, or are you trying to play this back and see if you can set up blockers?
I like McCoy. I like McCoy.
All right. 4th and 29.
I'm going to get the ball in the 30. Right. I like McCoy.
4th and 29.
I'm going to let him kick it.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure we watch a fake in here. See, I'd have 2 guys in the middle, though.
He punts it. He does.
It's going to bounce straight. Got to get it. It's going to bounce straight. Pick it up. That a boy. Good.
McCoy runs it.
Good.
And McCoy will run out of
bounds. Hey, it's on the flag. There it is.
That's a late hit.
There it is. Yeah,
That's
on the flag.
Hit. That's another 15 up forward for the Comets.
And that's going to put the Comets now we're going to get the short field. We're going to get the short field now, guys. We're going to have a short field on about the 40.
Hey, how you started, how you finished.
And let's keep this in mind. All Clayton needs is a field goal right now.
Correct.
They don't need 7.
Keep your composure. You need a field goal. Call it done.
You go for a field goal or a touchdown.
But I'm taking my 6 if I get it.
Oh, absolutely. This is a 1st and 10 on the 35 now. Atwell Exterior Services
We
first
do not
down.
want to give them the ball back.
No, we do not.
You got no timeout, so there's not going to be an option.
And you do not.
I'm actually going to run the football on 1st down. I'm going to run the football.
I like that. Start running.
And then let it run. And then the clock's going to run.
You calling 2 plays?
Exactly. Yeah.
This game should have already been over.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Absolutely.
The Rams have just took
calling
themselves
something on
out of
us.
this Clayton.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Personal foul.
No, it's on them. See, now they're going to move it down.
Foul on the Rams.
We're going that way.
Hey! Can't get me the other way. Yeah, go the other way. That's right.
You're going the wrong way.
There we go.
Yeah.
Does that tell you anything about what we had going on tonight?
Direction is very important.
We didn't catch that, right?
Holy moly.
Oh my God almighty.
Holy moly.
What?
Now they must have said we went out of bounds way back here.
That might
have been what it was.
We must have gone out of bounds back here and then you get to 15.
First
we went
and
to
10
48
on the 48.
yard line.
First and 10 on the 48.
Here comes the blitz.
It's okay.
0 coverage.
Smalls ready.
There's draw. There you go. Cut.
He'll go fakes, swings. They're going to try to bring him
that's
down.
What, that's
He will
what,
go down.
Now you got to hurry.
That's what Aiden can't do. You got to take your medicine.
Yes.
Take your medicine. Take a 1 yard loss. Take a 9 yard
They're
loss.
bringing 7, 8.
I know.
The Rams are showing signs of blitz every time they snap the ball.
Loss of about 6.
Okay.
Clock is down to 1 minute 10 seconds.
Plenty of time still. We need a field goal.
Cleveland has 3 timeouts. Clayton has 0. Comets, Smalls, fires.
Don't need that. Don't need that.
It's incomplete.
Don't need that. You got to run. Dead limit.
Don't need that.
Run the route. It's no good. 3rd and 18 coming up for the Comets.
Don't need that. Don't need to get it all back. You get 10, 12. You want the clock to run.
He's going to him because of the mismatch.
But Mark, there's not a mismatch when your corner is playing 7 yards off the top.
I know, but look.
This game.
See? He's playing 10 yards off of him. There's no way we're getting deep.
Under a minute to go.
Now we've got to take something across the middle.
3rd down. Smalls up the middle. He fires.
And he's got a man.
Is he home?
He's got a man.
Oh, it's pass interference. Yeah.
It's only 15 yards. It's only 15 yards. It's not a spot foul.
But it is a first down.
Well,
it's going to be 4th and 1.
It'll be 4th and 1.
It'll be 4th and 1. It'll be 4th and 1.
Should be 4th and 1. It's not a spot foul. It'll be 4th and 1.
Would it be 3rd and 1?
4th and 1.
They play the down over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They play the down over though. It'll be 3rd and 1, right?
It'll be 4th and 1. Should be 4th and 1. I don't know that they play the down.
That was 3rd down.
Oh, 3rd down.
Play the down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Could be 3rd and 1. Yep. 3rd and 1.
Should be 3rd and 1. Oh my. Braxton, have you ever?
I have not.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
Go tush push. Go tush push and then spike the football.
3rd and 1.
Tush push. Get your first down. Sit in there and spike the football. Golly, come on now. Come on now.
This is what Friday Night Lights are all about. This is the most talked about game in the state of North Carolina right now.
They're bringing the house.
3rd and 1 up the middle.
He
Move
got
the
it.
chains
He
and
got
more.
it. Now get back and spike it. Get up there and spike it. Let's go. They're going to stop the clock to get the first down.
Clock's already running.
But they're going to stop the clock for the first down. Now spike it. Now spike it. Spike it. Spike the football. Get it.
They're calling a play.
That's a.
Got to get on the ball. 37 seconds left. Clayton's got to get a play off. Smalls fires. Darian Ellis.
And he's out of bounds. Out of bounds. Good.
Clock stop.
Good.
Clock stop.
Good. Tackle stop out of bounds. Good play.
And that's a fantastic throw. That is a fantastic throw to get to the boundary.
Huh?
They're playing
why
for
not?
the field goal.
Why not?
That's all you need.
Why not?
If you get a field goal, Chris Mahia could win the game.
You keep
with
it at the boundary.
38-37 final.
Got to keep it at the boundary though.
You're
And
at
if
the
you-
29.
But if you get
First and
something
10.
across the middle
I'm
of the field,
going
you
up
gotta
the middle
clock
right now.
1st and 10 on the 29. Smalls. Aiden Smalls on his feet.
Throw it away, Aiden.
Right.
Throw it away.
The football. Is he going to
Don't
the
do
end
that.
zone? No, it's incomplete.
Don't do that.
18 seconds left in regulation. 2nd and 10 coming up. The
Okay,
pressure
this is-
between Cleveland and Clayton comes down to another barn burner here at John Jacobs Stadium on a Friday night.
So,
2nd and 10.
So again, Aiden's on a run. Throw that out of bounds. Don't keep it in the field of play.
Clock's running,
Stretch
guys.
it out get you a couple yards even, and run out of bounds with it.
Yes,
the play
step out of
clock.
bounds, whatever.
Check the play clock.
Check the play clock. It is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Smalls with Hobbs in the backfield. 5 seconds on the play clock. Guys, get the play off. They will. Smalls.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Aiden fumbled.
There's a penalty. There's a flag.
There's a flag. There's a flag on the play. It's not Rams football.
It'll be Rams ball. We got holding on the right tackle.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that was on us.
Holding on the right tackle.
Oh, wow.
It'll be Rams football. Ball game's over.
They're going to say it's holding on the Comets.
And they're keeping Cleveland on the field.
Rams
No,
football.
they're
He
not.
said
No,
decline
just told them. There it is. A chop block on us.
Jesus.
And then the recovery.
Wow.
Ball game, unsportsmanlike, but ball game's over.
Another 2-point loss for the Comets. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Another year, just a different scenario. Braxton Kutchin in the way it happened.
And yeah, and that's one thing that it's gonna hurt. But you've got to remember, you've got a game in 2 weeks, right? This is one you want. This is one you want badly. But I would venture to say these two teams are two teams that could definitely find themselves playing again later down the road. So you got to take this, and this is your bulletin board material now. You've had a perfect season up to this point, right? And this is one that stings. I'm not going to say this one doesn't sting at all, because it does.
Jackson Bird will take a knee. That's all he has to do. This game is over. 37-35. Your final. Man, it stings if you're a Comet fan.
Well,
it does. But what a hell of a football game again, Robbie Royale.
Great game, but again, look, the one stat that's going to stand out. Clayton, I believe, had 4 turnovers.
Right.
3 or 4 turnovers. Cleveland didn't have any, did they?
I don't think they did.
So you're talking about taking care of the football. We said that in pregame. Take care of the football, and you got a shot. We gave them 3 free possessions. 3 possessions that were free.
And if we wouldn't have had that safety, Cleveland wouldn't have got the safety on Clayton, you'd have a tied ball game right now. You'd be going into overtime.
You're exactly right, but like you said.
How important was that 2 points going to be at the end of this game? We said that. There's the outcome right there.
There it is. There it is. I mean, both teams have good offense.
And one of those turnovers was, we threw an interception in the end zone.
In the end zone.
Should have scored on that possession.
First
and
drive
essentially, we gave them that safety.
Yep.
With the high snap.
Oh, yeah. High
we
snap.
did. It was a high snap to Mejia on the clock. So you're exactly right.
It comes down, Comets knew they had to play a clean game tonight, and they just had too many mistakes, and it's hard to give a team like Cleveland any rope because they're not going to give you many opportunities.
Cleveland will be 10-0, another Greater Neuse River 4A Conference Championship. The Comets will be runner-ups in the conference. Second, 9-1 in the year. And they're probably going to drop to probably about a 9 or 12 seed.
No, it's going to be at least 11.
11 or 12. Thank you, Kim. I was supposed to be between 11 and 12.
Yeah, they'll seed all the conference champions, which will be 1 through 10.
It'll be a 12.
And, Leesville is undefeated tonight. They're playing. If they lose,
Leesville got banged.
They did.
Cardinal Gibbons beat the brakes
off. Cardinal Gibbons beat Leesville Road.
Beat the brakes off of them.
So then we should, again, some things come out. It comes down to tenths and hundredths and thousandths of a point when you start calculating these RPIs. But they should at least be, an 11-12 seed, something in there. But we won't know until after next weekend because, again,
that's right. We're off next week.
Games being played in the state of North Carolina next week, so we will not know. We'll have a really good idea because, especially in the East, all these teams will have played. We'll know the RPIs.
They have literally, in the interest of safety, Robbie, cut off 2 exits to avoid possibly there was one of the words was said riot when I arrived this afternoon. That's one of the things for safety. Following the Johnston County Public Athletic Schools protocol. So people are exiting And again,
on their own side.
This thing's Mark. This thing's balls.
Although they all meet
listen,
up in the same parking lot.
Clayton had a chance, though, Mark. Clayton had a chance.
Talk to somebody else. I ain't got nothing good to say.
I got you. Robbie, Braxton Clayton had a chance, boss.
They did. And it's one of those games where you look back on a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. But now you've got this whole coming week, and you've got all the next week. You'll figure out who you're playing after next week. But this week is going to be a lot of reflection. It's going to be a lot of look at what you did, and it's going to be how do we allow this to not happen again? And you can look at a 2-point game, right? How many opportunities you had? Like Robbie
just take
said,
care of the football. Yep.
You can't turn the ball over 4 times and expect to win a game.
Yeah.
And the fact that you turn the ball over 4 times and it's only a 2-point game should give you a lot of hope at the same time.
Yeah, and
Aiden Smalls is talented, Robbie, but there's things that QB1 number 2's got to work on. For sure.
He's a talented kid, and again, I've said it for the last 3 or 4 years. Aiden Smalls is a talent. But the number one responsibility, having a quarterback growing up
on the field,
is to take care of the football.
Yeah, he's got to take care of the football, but you've got to block. Everybody's got to do their job.
And it's a team game.
Do you say what you want to, but the ability for them to pressure us tonight is something we've not had to deal with, and that's what won the football game for them, not the 4 turnovers.
Yep. You got pressure coming in. You've got to make adjustments and say, hey, what do I do to beat that pressure? Okay, so, one time in the first half, we ran the tight end up the seam route. We completed it for 25 yards. We never came back to it again, not one single time.
Right.
So if I'm looking at the film, I'm going to look at it and go, okay, when we see that again, I'm going to give my quarterback the ability to check out of what it was called, because every time they blitz, we ran right into it. So check out of what's called and get Fiore up the seam, get 80 up the seam, whatever. But right there from the 8 spot, we've got to make that adjustment. We do that and they loosen up again.
We're looking just at the coach and the players and family, and oh boy, so close, Robbie.
Yeah.
That's all I could say. It was so close.
Yeah,
so close again, and it just there's things that you got to say that Clayton has to work on.
Yeah,
and you better use it because you're going now for a run at a state championship, and you've got a really good team. You've got a really good football team.
You've got to flush it, like we talked about last week. You got to flush it. You got to hurt tonight. You absolutely have to hurt tonight. You have to hurt tonight. But when you wake up tomorrow morning, it's a new day. The sun's going to come up tomorrow.
Sun will rise.
It will rise. The sun's going to come up. So now, how do you fix those things?
Right.
How do you keep the kids coachable and teachable? And Coach Chadwick does a great job of that.
He does.
So for this next week, you work on the little things and say, guys, look, we flushed it, we lost. Okay, great. Now let's go make a run and say that was a fluke.
Right. Because, like I said earlier, these are 2 teams that could definitely see each other again down in the playoffs.
That's right.
Cleveland better pray they don't run into Clayton right now, because this, if I'm a coach, I'm saying remember this feeling. It
sucks.
Hurts.
Now twice.
Right?
Now twice.
Heartbreak.
And 2 points at that. And by the way, Clayton's JV team lost to Cleveland by 2 points on Wednesday night.
Exactly. And it's use it as motivation. You've got to channel this, because it's going to suck. We all know. It hurts. It's a terrible feeling. I don't wish it upon anyone.
Yep.
But at the same time, you've played perfect up to this point. This is your gut check, reality check. We can be beat. All right, so we've got to play perfect football. We can't take stupid penalties. We can't, have procedure stuff, equipment malfunctions. We can't, not clock management.
No, you're right.
This is the time it says all those mistakes that we still won through earlier, they've got to go now.
Yeah, we said it last week. We said it last week. You got to eliminate some of those mistakes, and, because they all pile up. You make 1 or 2 a game, okay, good. It's not going to hurt you. You make 6, 8, 10. When you look at everything, you make 6, 8, 10 mistakes. It's going to come back to bite you.
Right. And I'm curious to look to see what the penalty yardage was too between both teams. But again, it's just you got to be mentally strong, and you got to adversity is going to happen. You got to overcome it.
Well, I'm going to be the first one to do it, but congratulations to Cleveland.
Yes.
Okay, they won a ball game. And, they won a ball game. Congratulations. Again, it's 2 good ball clubs. It's 2 really good ball clubs. It came down to 1 play, literally, okay, a safety. All right?
No, that's what I said. How important was that safety going to be when it happened to the first half of the game?
But you got to think about it. There were 130 other plays. did I win that play? And you got to focus on that play. Did I win that play when I should have?
What did I do differently this play that I should have done that play, or vice versa? What did I do right that I did do wrong the last time?
Correct. And again, it should hurt, guys. It should hurt. And I hope it does hurt. You know, it should wear on your heart for at least 24 hours, and then you come back and get ready.
Kim Winslow, down to you for our final All-State sideline report. Recap of the game.
Yeah, it's just another heartbreaking ending where the Comets just come up short. But like Coach Chadwick was just telling the guys, look, our goals are still ahead of us. You know,
that's right.
But they just made the journey a little bit more difficult. But they said, look, they'll come back to practice starting tomorrow and get ready for playoffs.
Playoffs, it is around the corner, no doubt. 9-1, the Comets will finish the regular season. The Cleveland Rams will go 10-0. They will lock up that number 1. And, of course, the Greater Neuse River for a conference championship again. What is it, since 2018?
6 in a row, brother.
6 years in a row the Rams have done it.
2017 was the last title.
Is this a Goliath that needs to get thumped? No. Yes. Has it been 2 times now that they've definitely got their rocks definitely shook?
Yep.
Yes, it's happened. It's literally come down to the wire 2 years in a row, but we just could not seem to get over that hurdle that is the Cleveland Rams.
Yep. And it becomes a mental game. It becomes an absolute mental game after that, you know. So look forward to what happens over the next 4 weeks, 5 weeks. See what happens in week number 3, because if everything calculates right, it would be a third round of the playoff rematch between these two guys. If I'm thinking right back to 2017, because again, like I said, in 2017. We beat Cleveland. Clayton beat Cleveland in the regular season,
and then
saw them in the playoffs.
Yep,
Okay, saw them in the second or third round of the playoffs. So that's about where we're at. So, you know, like I said, guys, it's tough, but it is what it is. You wake up tomorrow, the sun's shining. You thank God you get to play this game, and you go about your business.
Mark, I would just like for you to say at least something in closing, man. 2-point loss.
Sun will come up tomorrow. You start over again. I ain't got nothing good to say, so just go ahead.
I got you. Mark Braxton, phenomenal job, buddy. Your take of the game.
Thank you. But, right, like we said, the sun comes up tomorrow, but we'll really see what this team is made of in that first playoff game and through practice this week, because this is where you make your money, and this is where you live and die by, is how you respond to the adversity. And I've talked about it all night. Mentally tough. Like, you got to be mentally tough. And so we'll see what they have. And they offensively, I thought Clayton looked really, really good. The only thing, again, we talked about is the turnovers. But they moved the ball down the field on Cleveland's defense, I'd say rather easily throughout the night. So at the end of the day, this hurts. But, you know, your season's not over.
Well, and the thing is, you're in the playoffs now. You lose the game, your season's done.
Yep.
So let's see what happens.
You just want a chance.
Yeah.
Just get me into the tournament.
Get in the dance. Get in the dance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
37-35, the final here tonight at John Jacobs Stadium. Comets again will go 9-1, second in the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference. The Cleveland Rams again will get their 6th straight Greater Neuse River 4A Conference championship. Thanks again to, of course, Melissa Hubbard, John Esmusson, Joe Mott, the Athletics Directors, Brian Hill of the Clayton Comets Athletic Boosters. All of our amazing crew, Carlos Martin. If we can get him back on the sideline again, we will get him a better mic. Sorry for the technical issues. Kim Winslow, always phenomenal job as the All-State sideline reporter. Jackie Posey on camera. For Mark Coach, Robbie Royale, Braxton Kutchin. This is Wesley Outland. We'll see you at home November 15th. Go Comets. Good night from
Good night,
Cleveland.
everybody. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork, determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Time out!
Listen up, get tight.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup.
Hate
hate. Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields.
In our communities. On our streets. In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
To change the momentum.
and call a timeout
On hate. Together.
Together.
You've been listening to an exclusive presentation of the Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN. Welcome to the Community Radio Network. Follow us always via social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CRN Sports. Plus, listen to the new CRN 87.9 and still anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN. Your CRN. My CRN. Our CRN. We are CRN. The Community Radio Network now and the new WCRN 87.9 FM. And still always anywhere worldwide at wearecrn.com. We are CRN.